with the Washington football team.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from Ford Field.
Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And right away he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered.
Antonio Gibson, ball carrier. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Lions.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Swift.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
On 1st and 10, Smith.
This one complete to Calvin Harmon.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A throw over the middle taken in.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 15-yard line.
They run the counter. It's Gibson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Antonio Gibson, the ball carrier.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
At the Lions' 1-yard line.
They'll run with Barber. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Jamal Agnew now to return it.
Ball Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Swift, the ball carrier.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams all tied after one. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On 2nd down, Swift. Down to the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's going to take off with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd
to throw is Stafford. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants
at
the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for it.
Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example of that.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
3rd down and 10 yards.
From the gun, here's Smith. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
89.
One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Smith throwing again. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
35-yard line.
They'll run here with Barber. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jamie Collins With a big-time sack on third down, it's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
No gain on the play. Second
out of the gun, Stafford. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Give that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Face mask. Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards. They just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. They almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Hunter Bryant, 60 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Oh, it's Alex Smith lost it. And the Lions have recovered.
They went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
2nd and 2.
Buying time to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They went zone blitz there, obviously successful. What makes the zone blitz successful?
Well, just go ahead and zone means they're going to play zone behind them in coverage, not man-to-man. But the zone blitz, why it's confusing to offenses? Because oftentimes defensive ends or defensive tackles will drop back into coverage, and linebackers or safeties will usually fill that gap and blitz.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. Stafford being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 75 yards.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
So here comes Alex Smith as he'll lead his guys up to the line to go for 2.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play. And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. The Mays Galladay complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Detroit Lions.
He'll get this one to Galladay. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he is going to be be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Thomas Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
4th down.
They snap it to Stafford. It's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
21-yard line.
Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And it's 3rd down.
Terry McLaurin, incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Smith. And now another one thrown incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
4th down.
And he finds McLaurin. Now look at this. Big game. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
No question that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him, and now it's going to go in the other direction.
Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford able to find Hockenson for a Lion 1st down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this one's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. To the air again, Stafford. Amendola catching it left side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. Near the 5, he'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure.
He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Danny Johnson returning. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Smith toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Intended for...
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now the throw here hauled in. And he coughed it up, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
Possession.
To the air again, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd down. And 4.
Throwing again is Smith. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas there to make the grab. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
Previous play is under review.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. Will count. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Stafford gonna throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the red zone now, Stafford. His throw here is incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Stafford. That's complete. Cut around the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Well, good throw on 4th and goal, but that lines up incomplete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Smith. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. interception, return for a Lions touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise,